In the murky shadows of our trials, where the tempest of life's challenges seems relentless and unyielding, there lies a path illuminated by the ancient wisdom of Stoicism. This path is not merely a beacon of hope, but a profound guide through the swirling chaos that life often presents. Stoicism offers a sanctuary of clarity and calm amidst the storm, providing us with the tools and insights needed to navigate the turbulence of our existence. By delving into this philosophy, we open ourselves to a deeper understanding of how to face adversity with grace and resilience. As we stand together, confronting the onslaught of life's unpredictable storms, we seek solace and strength from the teachings of Stoicism. Life's challenges, whether they come in the form of personal setbacks, professional hurdles, or existential doubts, often feel overwhelming. In these moments of vulnerability, Stoicism becomes our ally, offering a structured approach to dealing with difficulties. Its teachings are grounded in the belief that while we cannot always control external events, we can master our responses to them, thus reclaiming our power and composure. To truly benefit from Stoicism, we must explore its profound depths and understand its core principles. This philosophy, born from the minds of ancient philosophers such as Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, provides timeless wisdom that remains relevant in our modern lives. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot always influence what happens to us, we can control our reactions and attitudes. This realization forms the foundation of Stoic resilience, transforming how we experience and endure our hardest days. By immersing ourselves in the principles of Stoicism, we uncover 10 essential ways to not only endure, but also thrive during our most challenging times. These principles are not abstract theories, but actionable guidelines that can be applied directly to our daily lives. Each principle serves as a practical tool designed to fortify our inner strength, enhance our mental clarity, and guide us through adversity with a renewed sense of purpose. One of the core tenets of Stoicism is the art of reframing our perspective on difficulties. Instead of viewing obstacles as insurmountable barriers, Stoicism encourages us to see them as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. This shift in mindset is crucial. It allows us to approach each challenge with a sense of purpose, turning our struggles into stepping stones toward personal development and greater resilience. Another fundamental aspect of Stoic philosophy is the emphasis on focusing solely on what we can control while accepting what is beyond our influence. This principle teaches us to concentrate our energy on our own actions, decisions, and attitudes, rather than expending effort on external factors that are beyond our reach. By doing so, we maintain our composure and clarity, enabling us to navigate life's storms with a steady and unwavering spirit. Number 1. Seize the present moment. Marcus Aurelius, the revered Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, famously exhorted us to confine yourself to the present. This profound advice encourages us to recognize the extraordinary power and significance of the present moment, an element often overshadowed by our fixation on past regrets or future uncertainties. The past, with its myriad events and decisions, is irrevocable and unchangeable. It exists only in our memories and can no longer be altered. Similarly, the future, though full of potential, remains a realm of unknowns and speculations that lie beyond our immediate control. The true realm of our influence, therefore, is the present moment. In the face of life's relentless pressures and complexities, it is easy to become overwhelmed by the weight of past mistakes or the looming uncertainties of what lies ahead. Our minds often dwell on the mistakes we've made, replaying them in an endless loop, or we worry incessantly about the future, about potential failures, missed opportunities, or uncontrollable variables. Yet, it is within the present moment that we can find clarity and purpose. The present is where our actions take place, where decisions are made, and where we have the opportunity to shape our lives in meaningful ways. The concept of anchoring oneself in the present can be likened to finding a stable footing amidst a stormy sea. The present moment serves as our anchor, providing a point of stability amidst the turbulence of our thoughts and external circumstances. By focusing on the now, we can cut through the noise of our mental distractions and center ourselves in the reality of our immediate experience. This practice enables us to address the challenges of the present with a clear mind, unclouded by the debris of past grievances or the fog of future anxieties. Furthermore, immersing ourselves in the present moment fosters a deep sense of engagement with our surroundings and experiences. It allows us to fully experience and appreciate the nuances of our daily lives, transforming mundane activities into opportunities for mindfulness and growth. This heightened awareness enhances our capacity to respond thoughtfully and intentionally to the demands of the present, rather than reacting impulsively based on past patterns or future fears. Embracing the present moment also cultivates resilience, a vital quality for navigating life's inherent uncertainties. By focusing on what is happening now, we mitigate the impact of stressors that arise from our preoccupation with what has been or what might be. This resilience is not born from denial or avoidance, but from a grounded acceptance of the present, allowing us to meet challenges with a composed and steady demeanor. In practical terms, confining ourselves to the present moment can involve various techniques, such as mindful breathing, focused attention on current tasks, or simply observing our thoughts without judgment. These practices help anchor our awareness and foster a sense of control and agency. They empower us to engage with life's complexities more effectively and find meaning in each moment. Number 2, understand impermanence. Heraclitus, the ancient philosopher, once wisely proclaimed, "Everything flows, nothing stands still." This profound insight sheds light on a fundamental truth of existence, the transient nature of all things. Imagine your struggles and challenges as waves on the vast ocean of life. Just as waves rise and fall, so too do our difficulties. Understanding this principle can fundamentally alter our perspective on hardship and adversity. Instead of viewing struggles as permanent fixtures, we should recognize them as fleeting moments in a constantly changing landscape. Our human tendency is often to resist change, to cling to the comfort of what is familiar, even when it causes us pain. Yet, Heraclitus's wisdom invites us to relinquish this futile resistance. When we acknowledge that every situation, whether joy or suffering, is temporary, we grant ourselves the power to endure with resilience. This awareness encourages a deeper acceptance of our present circumstances, empowering us to navigate through life's trials with a calm and composed demeanor. In practical terms, embracing impermanence means understanding that every challenge, no matter how daunting, will eventually fade. Picture a stormy sea. Though turbulent now, it will calm. Similarly, our emotional and psychological tempests will eventually subside. This realization is not about denying the pain we experience, but about maintaining hope and patience through it. Recognizing the ephemeral nature of our struggles can foster a sense of peace, knowing that every storm will eventually pass. Moreover, accepting impermanence enriches our appreciation for the positive moments in life. When we acknowledge that happiness and success are also transient, we are more likely to savor them fully and be grateful for their presence. This mindset not only enhances our enjoyment of life's pleasures, but also prepares us to face inevitable changes with grace and adaptability. The practice of embracing impermanence is deeply liberating. It frees us from the shackles of long-lasting dissatisfaction and the burden of holding on to past grievances. Instead of being trapped by past failures or future anxieties, we can focus on the present moment with a renewed sense of clarity and purpose. This shift in perspective allows us to respond to life's challenges with a calm and thoughtful approach, rather than being overwhelmed by them. In essence, Heraclitus's teaching on impermanence provides a powerful tool for emotional resilience. By internalizing the concept that everything is in constant flux, we can better manage our expectations and reactions to life's inevitable ups and downs. This understanding not only helps us cope with difficulties, but also encourages us to remain flexible and open-minded as we navigate through the ever-changing currents of life. Ultimately, embracing impermanence is about fostering a profound sense of inner peace and adaptability. It's about accepting that while we may not have control over the ebb and flow of life's challenges, we do have control over how we respond. By embracing this impermanent nature, we can weather any storm, knowing that just like everything else, our struggles too shall pass. Number 3, cultivate inner fortitude. Epictetus, a profound Stoic philosopher, insightfully stated, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." This statement uncovers a critical aspect of human experience. Much of our suffering is not a direct result of our external circumstances, but rather the product of our own minds. Our imagination can magnify and distort the challenges we face, leading us to endure a far greater burden than reality necessitates. To address this, cultivating inner fortitude becomes essential, a disciplined effort to strengthen our mental and emotional resilience in the face of adversity. At the heart of cultivating inner fortitude is the recognition that our mental perceptions often create more suffering than the actual events themselves. We are prone to projecting future fears, replaying past mistakes, and catastrophizing present challenges. By understanding that these mental constructs are not always aligned with reality, we can begin to separate ourselves from the exaggerated fears and anxieties that cloud our judgment. This involves developing the ability to question our assumptions, challenge our fears, and assess our situation with a rational perspective rather than being overwhelmed by imaginative scenarios. Building inner fortitude is not a passive process. It requires active engagement and intentional practice. One effective method is mindfulness, which involves training ourselves to be fully present in the moment. Through mindfulness, we can observe our thoughts and feelings without being consumed by them. This practice helps us maintain a clear and objective perspective, allowing us to address challenges with a calm and measured approach. By regularly engaging in mindfulness, we cultivate a mental space where we can respond to difficulties with composure and resilience, rather than reacting impulsively out of fear or stress. Additionally, embracing adversity as a source of strength is a key component of inner fortitude. Rather than viewing challenges as threats, we should see them as opportunities for growth. Every obstacle we encounter can serve as a catalyst for developing our resilience and fortitude. This perspective shift allows us to approach difficulties with a proactive mindset, focusing on what we can learn and how we can grow from each experience. By reframing our challenges in this way, we transform potential sources of suffering into valuable lessons that contribute to our personal development. Self-discipline and self-awareness are crucial in the journey toward cultivating inner fortitude. This involves understanding our emotional triggers and practicing self-regulation. We must develop the ability to manage our responses to stress and adversity, rather than being governed by them. Techniques such as cognitive restructuring, where we challenge and reframe negative thought patterns, can help us build a more resilient mental framework. Through consistent effort and self-reflection, we create a robust internal foundation that supports us in navigating life's trials with strength and grace. Number 4. Focus on what you can control. The concept of control lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy, a principle that resonates deeply through the teachings of ancient Stoics like Epictetus. This philosophy introduces us to the dichotomy of control, a powerful tool that helps us discern what is within our grasp and what lies beyond our influence. By understanding this fundamental distinction, we gain a profound clarity that can transform our approach to life's challenges and uncertainties. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, encapsulates this idea with his succinct advice: "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." This advice underscores the importance of focusing our efforts and energy on the aspects of life we can control, rather than wasting time and emotions on what we cannot change. Such wisdom is not merely theoretical, but a practical guide to navigating the complexities of daily existence with greater ease and resilience. Consider the countless variables we encounter in life: external events, the actions of others, and unforeseen circumstances. These elements often stir feelings of frustration and helplessness when we attempt to exert control over them. However, Stoicism teaches us that such efforts are ultimately futile and counterproductive. Instead, it encourages us to redirect our focus toward our responses and attitudes, which are the true realms of our influence. This approach liberates us from the burden of unnecessary anguish. When we let go of our fixation on uncontrollable factors, we free ourselves from the chains of frustration and despair. By accepting that some things are beyond our control, we allow ourselves to concentrate on what truly matters: our choices, our actions, and our inner state of being. This shift in perspective not only enhances our emotional well-being, but also empowers us to face life's challenges with greater fortitude. Imagine the power of channeling your energy into areas where your actions can make a real difference. Whether it's improving your skills, nurturing relationships, or addressing personal goals, focusing on what you can control transforms passive resignation into proactive engagement. This active mindset fosters personal growth and resilience, creating a sense of agency and purpose that drives you forward. Moreover, this focus on control aligns with the Stoic virtue of wisdom, which emphasizes understanding the nature of things and acting accordingly. By embracing the dichotomy of control, we align ourselves with a path of wisdom that enhances our capacity to deal with adversity and uncertainty. This alignment not only guides us toward effective action, but also fosters a deeper sense of inner peace and contentment. Ultimately, the practice of focusing on what you can control is a continuous journey of self-discovery and discipline. It involves regularly assessing where your efforts are most impactful and recalibrating your focus as circumstances evolve. Through this process, you cultivate a mindset that is resilient, adaptable, and empowered, allowing you to navigate life's complexities with a steady and assured heart. Number 5. Find purpose in adversity. Marcus Aurelius profoundly stated, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This statement isn't merely a philosophical reflection, but a call to embrace and redefine our encounters with adversity. Adversity, often perceived as an unwelcome intrusion into our lives, can actually be a transformative force when viewed through the Stoic lens. It becomes not an obstacle to be avoided, but an essential part of the path that leads to our ultimate growth and fulfillment. To fully appreciate this perspective, let's delve deeper into the nature of adversity. Every significant challenge we face, whether it's a personal setback, a professional obstacle, or a sudden life change, initially feels like a barrier. It disrupts our plans, tests our patience, and often leaves us grappling with uncertainty. However, Stoicism teaches us to reframe these experiences, viewing them as crucial opportunities rather than mere impediments. This shift in perspective is transformative. It allows us to harness the power of our difficulties rather than be crushed by them. Envision the process of forging a sword. The blacksmith subjects the metal to intense heat and relentless hammering. It is through this rigorous and often harsh process that the metal becomes a sharp and formidable weapon. Similarly, our own personal growth is forged through the trials and tribulations we endure. Each challenge we face is akin to the blacksmith's hammer. It shapes us, refines us, and strengthens our character. Through these experiences, we develop resilience and a deeper understanding of our own inner strength. By approaching adversity with this mindset, we reframe our challenges as integral components of our journey. Instead of viewing them as disruptions or setbacks, we start to see them as catalysts for personal development. This perspective encourages us to embrace difficulties with a sense of curiosity and determination. Rather than asking why these obstacles are happening to us, we begin to question what we can learn from them and how they can help us evolve into better versions of ourselves. Moreover, this Stoic approach empowers us to maintain composure and clarity in the face of adversity. When confronted with challenges, it's easy to become overwhelmed and reactive. However, by adopting a Stoic mindset, we cultivate the ability to stay calm and focused. This mental fortitude allows us to approach problems with a strategic and balanced perspective, turning potential setbacks into opportunities for strategic action and growth. As we navigate through these trials, we accumulate valuable experiences and insights. Each obstacle overcome adds to our reservoir of knowledge and strengthens our resolve. This accumulation of wisdom equips us to handle future challenges with greater ease and confidence. Our experiences with adversity not only build our character, but also enhance our ability to face new challenges with resilience and strategic thinking. Number 6. Seek tranquility through virtue. The Stoic philosophy places profound emphasis on the pursuit of tranquility as a natural outcome of living a virtuous life. This perspective holds that true serenity cannot be purchased or attained through material wealth, transient pleasures, or external success. Instead, it emerges from a steadfast commitment to four central virtues: courage, justice, temperance, and wisdom. By embodying these virtues, we harmonize ourselves with the natural order of the universe, leading to an enduring inner peace that remains steadfast amidst the chaos of life. Courage, as envisioned by the Stoics, is much more than the mere absence of fear. It is the capacity to confront and endure hardship with unwavering integrity and resolve. This virtue requires us to act with honor and principle, even when faced with personal danger or societal opposition. When we embrace courage, we cultivate an inner strength that helps us stand firm in our values. This steadfastness not only bolsters our character but also contributes to a profound sense of tranquility as we gain confidence in our ability to face challenges without losing our moral compass. Justice, the second pillar of Stoic virtue, involves a commitment to fairness and ethical conduct in all our interactions. It demands that we recognize and respect the inherent dignity of every individual, and that our actions reflect this respect in both our personal and public lives. By practicing justice, we create a harmonious social environment where trust and mutual respect flourish. This ethical consistency fosters a sense of peace within ourselves, knowing that our actions align with our values and contribute positively to the well-being of others. Temperance, or self-control, is another crucial aspect of Stoic virtue. It involves mastering our desires and impulses, ensuring that our enjoyment of life's pleasures does not become a source of dependency or disruption. Temperance helps us maintain a balanced approach to life, allowing us to appreciate and engage in pleasures without being controlled by them. This self-regulation enables us to avoid the inner turmoil that often accompanies overindulgence and excess, thereby preserving our inner peace and equilibrium. Wisdom, the final virtue in the Stoic framework, is the ability to discern and act according to what is truly important. It encompasses the pursuit of knowledge, reflection on our experiences, and the application of sound judgment in our decisions. Wisdom allows us to navigate life's complexities with clarity and insight, making choices that align with our principles and contribute to our long-term well-being. By cultivating wisdom, we are better equipped to handle life's challenges with a sense of purpose and calm, reinforcing our inner tranquility. The integration of these virtues into our daily lives creates a cohesive framework for ethical living. When we consistently practice courage, justice, temperance, and wisdom, we align ourselves with the natural order of the universe. Number 7. Practice negative visualization. Seneca, a luminary in Stoic philosophy, imparted a timeless strategy for emotional resilience with the advice, "He robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand." This guidance embodies the essence of negative visualization, a powerful technique that involves mentally rehearsing potential misfortunes to diminish their impact and cultivate a more resilient mindset. This practice, far from being an exercise in pessimism, is a deliberate and strategic approach to preparing for life's inevitable challenges. Negative visualization is an exercise in proactive mental preparation. Instead of passively waiting for life's difficulties to arrive and then grappling with their impact, we take the initiative to envision them beforehand. This technique involves vividly imagining the worst-case scenarios that could potentially unfold. By immersing ourselves in these scenarios, we engage in a form of mental rehearsal that equips us to handle real-life adversities with greater composure and equanimity. This foresight transforms the unknown and the unexpected from sources of fear into manageable and anticipated challenges. The value of this practice lies in its ability to condition our minds to confront difficulties with a sense of preparedness rather than surprise. When we imagine potential hardships, we prepare ourselves mentally for their arrival. This mental preparation serves as a buffer against the shock and emotional upheaval that can arise when we encounter actual misfortunes. By reducing the element of surprise, we enhance our capacity to face adversities with a sense of control and calm, rather than being overwhelmed by them. Moreover, negative visualization fosters a profound sense of acceptance and gratitude. By actively considering and reflecting on the worst possible outcomes, we develop a deeper appreciation for our current circumstances. This perspective shift enables us to view our present situation with greater clarity and contentment. It reinforces the understanding that our current struggles, while challenging, are often less severe than the worst scenarios we have imagined. This heightened appreciation for the present moment serves to mitigate feelings of dissatisfaction and anxiety, making us more resilient in the face of difficulties. The practice also plays a crucial role in steering us away from despair. When we regularly engage in negative visualization, we become more accustomed to confronting our fears and uncertainties. This repeated exposure helps to diminish the power these fears hold over us, fostering a sense of psychological strength and resilience. By transforming our relationship with potential adversities from one of dread to one of manageable reality, we enhance our ability to navigate life's challenges with greater confidence and ease. Number 8. Maintain a rational perspective. Epictetus profoundly stated, "Man is disturbed not by things, but by the views he takes of them." This timeless observation reveals the crucial role our perceptions play in shaping our experiences. When faced with adversity or challenges, our immediate reactions are often steeped in emotion and bias, amplifying our sense of distress. To manage and mitigate these feelings, it is imperative to cultivate a rational perspective. By doing so, we can neutralize the exaggerated power that problems seem to wield over us, leading to more measured and effective responses. A rational perspective involves a conscious effort to detach our emotional responses from the actual events unfolding before us. When a problem arises, our natural inclination is to react based on fear, anger, or frustration, which can cloud our judgment. This emotional response can make obstacles seem larger and more threatening than they actually are. By analyzing the situation with a calm and logical mindset, we gain the ability to see the problem more clearly, breaking it down into manageable parts. This process not only helps in understanding the problem, but also in identifying practical solutions. Adopting a rational perspective shifts our focus from the emotional intensity of a problem to a more analytical view. Instead of viewing challenges as insurmountable barriers, we can assess them objectively. This approach allows us to evaluate the real impact of the issue, considering its significance in the broader context of our lives. For example, a missed opportunity might initially feel like a catastrophe, but a rational perspective helps us see it as a single event among many, reducing its perceived weight and enabling us to focus on constructive steps forward. Furthermore, maintaining rationality in the face of adversity promotes a sense of empowerment and control. When we react emotionally, we often feel powerless and overwhelmed, as if the problem is dictating our responses. By approaching difficulties with reason, we reclaim control over how we respond. This shift from reactive to proactive behavior enhances our ability to make informed decisions and take deliberate actions that align with our long-term goals and values. Rational thinking transforms challenges from sources of stress into opportunities for growth and problem-solving. Embracing a rational perspective also helps us avoid the pitfalls of negative thinking and irrational beliefs. Emotional responses can lead us to adopt defeatist attitudes or make hasty decisions that exacerbate our difficulties. By grounding our responses in reason, we guard against these tendencies and cultivate a more balanced and thoughtful approach. This deliberate thinking process not only helps us avoid errors in judgment, but also builds resilience by fostering a mindset that views challenges as manageable and solvable. Number 9. Foster community and connection. In his profound work, Meditations, Marcus Aurelius offers the timeless wisdom: we are made for cooperation, like feet, like hands, like eyelids. This statement underscores the fundamental truth of human existence. We are inherently social beings designed to live, work, and thrive in communities. Our innate need for connection is not merely a psychological comfort, but a cornerstone of our survival and flourishing. The essence of our strength and resilience is deeply rooted in the bonds we share with others, and in times of hardship, these connections become even more crucial. When adversity strikes, it is the strength of our community that often sustains us. Friends, Family and even broader social networks provide emotional support, practical assistance, and a sense of belonging that can make the difference between despair and perseverance. These connections offer a buffer against the stresses and strains of life, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. The presence of a supportive community can significantly bolster our mental and emotional fortitude, making it easier to navigate the rough waters of life. However, building such deep and meaningful connections is no small feat. It requires time, effort, and a genuine commitment to nurturing relationships. Engaging in meaningful conversations, showing empathy, and being present for others in their times of need are essential elements of creating a strong community. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, can forge bonds that withstand the test of time. When we invest in these relationships, we build a network of mutual support that can be relied upon during times of need. Seeking support, on the other hand, is often perceived as a sign of weakness, but in reality, it is a profound expression of our humanity. It takes courage to reach out and admit that we need help. By doing so, we open the door to a deeper level of connection and understanding. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we give others the opportunity to offer their support, thereby reinforcing our resilience. Sharing our burdens with others not only lightens our load, but also provides us with different perspectives and solutions that we might not have considered on our own. The benefits of fostering community and connection extend beyond individual resilience. When we support one another, we contribute to a collective strength that enhances the well-being of everyone involved. A strong, supportive community can create an environment where individuals feel valued, understood, and empowered. This sense of unity can lead to greater harmony and productivity, as people are more likely to collaborate and work together towards common goals. The ripple effect of a well-connected community can be profound, impacting not just the immediate members but the broader society as well. Moreover, the act of supporting and being supported can provide a deep sense of purpose and fulfillment. Knowing that we are part of something larger than ourselves can be incredibly motivating and inspiring. Number 10. Reflect on mortality. Reflecting on mortality, or memento mori, is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. This ancient practice involves contemplating the inevitability of death, a reflection that sharpens our focus on what truly matters in life. The Stoics believe that by regularly reminding ourselves of our mortality, we are encouraged to live more fully and purposefully, shedding the weight of trivial concerns that often cloud our days. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, eloquently articulated this mindset when he wrote, "Let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing." This quote underscores the urgency with which we should approach each day, as if it were our last. By doing so, we eliminate procrastination and fully engage with the present moment, making the most of our time. This approach helps us to focus on our true priorities and not get distracted by the less important aspects of life that often consume our energy and attention. Memento mori isn't about being morbid or pessimistic. Instead, it's a call to prioritize what truly matters and to let go of the distractions and superficialities that often consume us. By acknowledging our mortality, we gain a clearer perspective on our goals, relationships, and actions. This clarity helps us to live with greater intention and to pursue what is genuinely meaningful. The realization that our time is limited encourages us to be more discerning in our choices and to invest our efforts in what brings us true fulfillment. The practice of reflecting on mortality can lead to profound personal growth. It encourages us to ask ourselves important questions. What legacy do we want to leave? How do we want to be remembered? These reflections can inspire us to live more authentically and to align our actions with our deepest values and principles. When we are aware that our time on this earth is finite, we are more likely to make decisions that are in line with our core beliefs and long-term aspirations. This self-awareness can lead to a more satisfying and meaningful life. Incorporating memento mori into daily life can be as simple as taking a moment each day to remind ourselves of the finite nature of our existence. This can be done through meditation, journaling, or simply pausing to reflect. Such practices can help us stay grounded and focused, even amidst the chaos of daily life. By making a habit of contemplating our mortality, We can maintain a sense of perspective and not get overwhelmed by the minor setbacks and frustrations that we encounter. Moreover, this contemplation can diminish the grip of fear and anxiety. By accepting death as a natural part of life, we can overcome the paralyzing fear of the unknown. This acceptance fosters a sense of peace and resilience, enabling us to face challenges with courage and equanimity. When we are no longer afraid of death, we are free to live more boldly and to take risks that can lead to personal growth and fulfillment. This mindset can help us to approach life with a greater sense of adventure and curiosity. In the embrace of these timeless tenets, we find the fortitude to persevere, even in the face of life's most daunting challenges. The philosophy of Stoicism, with its roots deeply embedded in ancient wisdom, offers us a sturdy foundation upon which to build our resilience. This is not merely a theoretical exercise, it is a practical guide to living a life of virtue, strength, and clarity. By adhering to the principles laid out by the Stoics, we equip ourselves with the tools necessary to confront adversity head-on, emerging stronger and more enlightened. Together, as we navigate the labyrinth of suffering, we are guided by the profound insights of Marcus Aurelius and his fellow Stoic philosophers. Their teachings provide a roadmap for enduring pain and hardship, reminding us that suffering is an inevitable part of the human experience. However, it is not the suffering itself that defines us, but how we respond to it. By cultivating a mindset of acceptance and resilience, we can transform our trials into opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Self-control and inner strength are at the heart of Stoic practice. These virtues enable us to maintain our composure and integrity, even when faced with overwhelming odds. By mastering our impulses and emotions, we can navigate life's turbulent waters with a sense of calm and purpose. This does not mean that we are devoid of feelings, but rather that we have the capacity to rise above them, using reason and wisdom as our guides. As we transcend our hardships, we do not emerge unscathed, but we do emerge unbroken. Each trial we endure leaves its mark, shaping us into more resilient and compassionate individuals. The scars we bear are not signs of weakness, but badges of honor, testaments to our ability to endure and overcome. Through this process of continuous growth, we learn to appreciate the depth of our own strength and the boundless potential within us. Let this philosophy be our beacon, illuminating our darkest days and leading us towards the light of understanding and peace. In moments of despair, the teachings of the Stoics offer us solace and guidance, reminding us that even the most intense suffering is transient. By focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot, we find a sense of serenity and empowerment. This perspective allows us to approach life with a balanced and open heart, ready to face whatever comes our way. The wisdom of the Stoics is not confined to the past. It is a living, breathing philosophy that continues to inspire and uplift us today. By integrating these principles into our daily lives, we create a ripple effect, spreading resilience and inner peace to those around us. Each act of courage and self-discipline we display serves as a beacon of hope, encouraging others to find their own strength within. In the end, the journey through the labyrinth of suffering is a shared experience, one that connects us to the broader human condition. By embracing Stoic philosophy, we not only fortify ourselves but also contribute to the collective resilience of our communities. Together, we can face life's challenges with unwavering resolve, drawing strength from the wisdom of the ages and the support of one another.